Hey, hoser.
Who you calling hoser,
Hey, I'm calling you hoser, okay?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but you know, like, I'm calling about a real important reason, okay? So, like, listen up, eh?
Oh, okay. Sure thing.
Okay, these fucking Yanks,
Oh,
eh?
tell me about it.
Yeah, they keep poking the bear. Somebody's gonna poke back someday.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, yeah. You know they're trying to tear off our movies now?
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah, how are they gonna watch their Christmas movies without our Canadian hunks?
Right.
You know? Yeah, like, they can't even grow stubble down there. The manscaping's gone insane.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a real problem. Anyways, you know that the Canadian Screen Awards are coming up, eh?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they nominate the best shows in Canada, you know? And I think we should stick to the Yanks and do a video about how great Canadian TV is, eh?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's show them what good Canadian TV is all about, okay? Let's watch...
Canadian.
Whoa, that's like a great title, eh? Good job on that.
Oh, I hate the show. Don't make me watch more of it. It's so bad.
Are we rolling?
We are definitely rolling.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Alright, so we're all super excited because we're about to watch the best Canadian TV shows nominated for the Canadian Screen Awards. Yeah, so we're gonna watch 2 episodes of each show to give it a fair shot. Like in 2 episodes, if you haven't figured your shit out in 2 episodes, then
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we're gonna go do that, and it'll take about 5 hours
Oh my god.
to do,
No.
right?
Let's strap in.
There's a bowl of cereal on the stairs.
That's mine, I actually forgot that. But the rest of this is the kid.
Oh! Feet on the floor!
I had a small panic attack and laid on the floor.
Been there. I think I sat on a Nerf gun.
Let's do it, hosers.
Felix, my man,
Hey.
you wore those clothes yesterday and clearly slept in them.
How do you know? You watch me sleep?
Sometimes.
Let's listen to Daddy's great new kitchen system.
Yeah, just a few little minor relocations, but it should have a little major impact. First, we're gonna start off here in the morning nook section.
It's done.
It is done.
Okay, so we watched 5 different TV shows because there's 5 nominees. So the first show was
Children ruin everything.
Children Ruin
Children Ruin
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
Thank you.
okay.
Yes.
So Divya, why don't you explain what Children Ruin Everything is?
I have heard great things about this show, and yeah. It's about a couple who have a couple of kids. I kept waiting for a part in the episode where a child will ruin something. That never happened. I was looking for the conflict. I don't think I understand the show. I didn't really find any real conflict there.
Felix is still sleeping. When kids are little, a good sleep solves most problems.
Baby crying? They're tired. Toddler grumpy? Nap time.
Older kids can go to bed angry, sleep, and somehow wake up angrier.
Yeah, I don't know what else you want me to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a few things to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have your little notebook.
My notes.
Yeah. Oh,
I did
yeah.
actually write notes for this one. In general, there were not a ton of laughs. There was a part where we did laugh. Spoilers. I think this was the only show where we actually all 3 of us did laugh at
That's
something.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
There was like a legit moment of,
Beautiful improvisation.
well, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yes.
Because nothing else, no other characters in the entire show were funny. Except for one, in 2 episodes. Oh, did they just decide to save any jokes for one character in 2 episodes of the show? Or did some great actor come in and be like, why don't I say this?
Yeah.
And then they're like, that's hilarious. And then they let her go. She
Yeah.
was good.
And to your point, you could see that it's most likely improvised because the other actor was breaking.
Yeah.
They were trying so hard not to laugh.
Yeah, which I guess-
did not happen for the rest of the episodes.
Carly Heffernan?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of her before.
She's fantastic.
What are your financing options? I don't know. I faked my way through training, but my manager owes me a huge favor.
Yeah, Carly Heffernan, the only person who made us laugh in 5 hours of Canadian comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a proper laugh too. It wasn't just like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, that was cute or that was witty. That was like, oh,
It was
this
like,
is
yeah.
fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Any of the other kind of laughs that I sort of gave it was more just like, I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Ha-ha,
I see
I
it.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing, it's just like,
Yeah.
it seems like every single one of the shows, they don't understand the architecture of a joke.
Okay, I don't think I do. So what?
Well, like, the architecture of a joke is like, you make, you set something up, like you set up an expectation.
I am, yeah, I'm of the younger generation, so...
You reinforce the expectation.
I just wonder for all of you,
and then you subvert the expectation.
yeah, I'm of the younger generation, so I just wonder for all of you, who are you?
All right, now you can talk.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a surprise.
That's one way of...
Yeah,
of,
but like that's
you
the
know.
classic sort of joke. So
Sure.
like a lot of the jokes in these shows was like, oh, you know, mom hates tomato soup and she drinks the tomato soup. She's like, ah, it's terrible. And that's the joke. Which seems to be everything. But like in that scene with Carly Heffernan,
I want you to think of the number you were thinking of paying the person that gets this job.
Okay,
Make it smaller.
you're hired. No benefits, though.
Oh! Well, I think we should, keep it platonic to start.
In general, I feel like it's really hard to criticize the actors in any of this.
For sure.
Just
Absolutely.
because back when I did act ages ago, did stage stuff. It's tough when you're in the situation where you got a script that's just there's no jokes.
yeah, there's no jokes. And like, that's the thing, is these are all comedies. Yeah.
I think that's the part that's the most disappointing, right? Like we talked about one of the shows that we could have taken it seriously as a drama, which was it wasn't Children and Everything. It was the
No,
third one.
that's our next show. Don't even.
Don't even.
Yeah.
Yes.
We move on from. I
sorry,
did
you
have
have
one
more notes, yes.
one last comment
About Children and Everything.
I just decided to bully one of the jokes in the show and see
Yeah.
what we So early in the episode, the son of the house, young boy says, "I want to take the bus by myself."
Can I take the bus by myself to see Gus?
Meant something related to your attitude, but no, you're too young to take the bus by yourself. But
Of course, the parents are freaking out because he's too young to be riding on the bus by himself, but the son goes.
I'm not too young when you want me to clean my room or do my laundry.
The mother responds,
You can't accidentally ride your laundry to the airport.
yeah, also you don't finish that laundry, buddy. If you want more privileges, you're gonna have to
rewrite this joke. Like, think about a funnier line than that, because there's easily a funnier line than this. There are no masturbators in the laundry room. That I know you can't use that joke because it's too dirty, but
that's
you
the thing,
can't
everything
get
in the
stabbed in the laundry room. You can't,
Yeah, but everything in the show is sexual innuendo.
Yeah.
Large dream, little package. It's a home run.
It's not gonna work. There's a little bit of a double entendre.
Yeah, okay, so I was thinking we could do Let's Do It Together.
Again, that sounds slightly sexual, and we're trying to veer away from that.
Yeah, and it's also boring. How about It's Better With Me on Top?
Again, you're doing that thing that we've discussed.
And then the mother comes in, it's just like,
I got slammed.
What?
From behind, and I am still quite sore.
Let's start populating this story with details.
it's like he came right up behind me and I'm so sore. And I'm just like, fuck, okay, great. So we know it's a car accident.
Of course, it was a man doing the slamming. Actually, he reminded me of James. Where were you this morning?
The details thing backfired.
Mom, I know this is not what it sounds like, but right now it only sounds like one thing.
My car was rear-ended.
Oh, that's a relief.
God.
Ugh.
Like, fuck, it's so bad. So they set up an expectation and then they do exactly what's expected.
That's what I'm saying. Early 2000s white people comedy.
But no, but like early 2000s white people comedy, at least there is some
some
comedy.
yeah, I hear you.
People watched it and laughed.
People watch it. People still watch The Office.
Yeah.
You know, it is huge.
That's not what I'm referring to, but yeah,
right?
I
But
know
like,
what you're saying.
Nobody like I can't imagine people 5 years from now being like, this is funny.
If you're worried about me getting screwed, don't. If anything, I'm gonna screw them.
You're like, is this kid Indian? Because the mother, she doesn't look Indian to me. And they're like, I didn't want to say anything.
Well, I was gonna ask if the lady is
gross to look at.
Indian or Arabic, because their kid looks Indian, but she doesn't.
I was gonna say that.
I wanted to bring this up.
Racially, very,
You know what? In that case, I'm glad I said it.
And it's just
true,
like,
though.
if that's what we're worrying about during the show, what's
We're
going
not
on?
invested in the story at all, yeah.
What's going on?
And I was genuinely worried about the little Indian girl because it didn't seem like anybody gave a shit about what her, like, was she a plot device at all? Like, did she do anything in the story?
We're getting it Doberman. We're getting it Doberman. We're getting it Doberman.
I don't get it.
She's my favorite character.
I've never needed premium cows. Are they good?
Mom, don't ask that.
Not because they're Indian thing.
Okay.
Maybe not in these episodes, but
there was
yeah.
no conflict with her, right?
Yeah.
It just seemed like all about Felix. At least in those episodes, you're right.
Yeah.
We haven't watched enough to be able to.
Yeah, I think the only conflict in that show was there's a kid
The
who
weird
didn't want to go.
sister?
The kid who didn't want to go to the beige
The
party.
gender no veal party.
Yeah, people with a surrogate who's still like working as their like sick kind of butler.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm just like, what is this
It has
horseshit?
slave vibes. Yeah, it was not cool.
It was like weird baby slave vibes.
Yeah.
Miss it for the world! No!
This belly was imported from Italy. I may not be the one carrying the baby, but I still want to have an authentic experience.
Hi. So I couldn't find the champagne flutes.
I broke them all when I moved them to the celebration section.
And like we're not supposed to like those characters and stuff like that, but like that's kind of just fucked up. Like it's not like I don't know. I don't want to be like a I don't
Offended?
I don't get offended by these things, but it's just like
I'm offended on her behalf.
yeah, but like what the
According to the app, you're below optimum hydration, so.
Oh, Zinnia comes with an app. A very Black Mirror.
Surrogate keeper. It helps us track her vitals and habits and whereabouts.
It's just and let's move on.
Mean.
Ladies, it's time to cut these ponies loose.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're badass, just as you are.
Don't even.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
even do it.
Don't even
do it. Don't even. Which
I was excited about the fact that it's set in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then it took like 12 minutes of watching one episode for Nick to figure out it's set in the 90s.
Yes,
It was like the majority of the episode had finished, and you're like, oh, it's in the 90s, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a payphone. Cool.
Hey, what's going on?
Violet wants his number. He's in band.
Yeah, we're just on Jonavision. He's Violet.
Yeah, we're just on Jonavision.
Yeah.
Remember Jonavision?
Enjoy
That's a
the
deep
meal.
cut.
Go on, I said.
Okay.
Canada.
I thought that I didn't understand a lot of the Canadian slang, but I guess because it's Winnipeg, none of us understood what was happening.
But that was the thing too.
The sound, yeah.
Well, there was a problem with. It seemed like there was a problem with the sound, and like my TV was on like clear AI Voice Pro, so I'm like, okay, I'll turn that off, and it was still not
simple.
great.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like we were saying. It's just like, well, I buy this as a drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once again, there's no jokes.
There were absolutely no jokes, not even like subtle music to hint that this might be funny.
Dick.
Yes. Some kids tagged me.
Wow. They were able to tag a whole word on your shirt. Much better shot.
Agreed.
Like the cinematography, much better.
Agreed.
I think
At least the second episode, I don't know, with the mall.
Yeah.
The first episode felt more, and maybe because it was the pilot, it felt kind of more indie and more kind of.
Could be, yeah.
Raw but good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I had to rewatch it again. But I don't think the second episode was. I think it got that sort of polish to it. I think.
It seems like it was a mall with like 6 stores, and they just like walked around the same 6 stores, and it's just like, ugh. But at least there was some type of conflict between characters in that show. Like, there's like
I didn't quite understand the conflict in children and everything.
But like there was a conflict between like the lead actress's best friend and her brother, who I guess have hooked up, and now she's dating some PI guy.
Fake PI who's like lying about it.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
pretty sure
as
he's
far
lying
as
about it.
as far as we
yeah.
know, right?
Fair,
but
yeah.
like, you know,
I appreciated their acting. Like you said, drama, right?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good dramatic acting for sure.
Like the first episode more than the second one.
Yeah.
I think looking back at it, like the first one more.
Yeah. And that one super quirky character really took me out of it.
Then we have water everywhere.
Oh my god!
Friggin' Mickey car.
Whatever, Shumac. Give me your purses.
Man, my mom would kill me.
It's a phoenix, though. I'll take that. Freaking Mickey Carp. I saw it first. You can hot dog in that thing? So all I see is wiener water.
I understood from what I see
yeah.
is that they were trying to push her as like becoming this main interesting side character that keeps adding to the plot, but she didn't add to the plot at all. She was just there to be annoying, and we don't know really.
Oh, she was just
a senseless villain, sort of.
Yeah.
Someone who's just awful for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so on.
Hey, Mickey, I was just kidding around.
Let's fucking kid around, eh?
Come on.
Yeah. I'm sure later on in the season we'll find out a backstory about her and we'll have our own separate episode. But like, that's the thing. Like,
you'll find out. I'm not watching any more of that.
There you go.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
fair.
That's the thing. It's just like we've given this, like we give all these shows an hour, 2
Yeah.
episodes of the show, which I think is more than fair.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right? But yeah, what was our third show?
I always have people coming up to me being like, oh, dude, you still live at home? Can we move past this dinosaur of a notion that we're doing less well in life just because we're with our folks? Free food, no rent, right here at home.
Well, how about we get to know each other more intimately? I've got some pictures I could send you.
Okay.
But I want to see what you're working with first.
Said
I
no
should
woman.
I've just never said anything like that.
I know I said so far this was my favorite. You know what? Yeah, I think it still is my favorite out of all the ones we've watched.
Well,
And
the
I
real
think
question
it's
is,
just 'cause
what
I could
is that
understand-
bar? Right?
Yeah, the bar is pretty low, but I do think it's because I think I just had a bias of appreciating the cultural aspects that are represented there. Because it's not even directly my culture; it's Punjabi culture, which is not mine at all. But I could appreciate the parts where I knew that were very accurate or very specific.
ਤੇਰੇ ਨੰਗੀਆਂ ਫੋਟੋ ਹੀ ਲੈਣੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਤੇਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਪੱਗ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਈ ਆਹੋ ਨਾਲੇ ਹੁਣ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਰੋਲਰ ਕੋਸਟਰ ਫਿਲਟਰ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਯਾ ਇਹੋ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ 2008 ਹੈ ਭਲਾ ਇੰਨੇ ਫਿਲਟਰ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ ਆ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ
But so that was done well. But again, we agreed on the same thing. There was one character that seemed to be improvising well.
All you do in your videos is sit around in your room alone and complain about capitalism and white people. Nobody wants to watch a grown-ass brown dude sit there and whine. Oh, I am interesting because I am self-deprecating. I project my lack of self-worth through subpar internet comedies. Wow, I am so original. I'm so cool. Oh my God, kill yourself.
Okay. So what kind of content should I make? He's
good. Yeah.
And we're like,
Yeah,
did you
that's
save
good.
your funniest lines for this one actor? I don't think so.
A beautiful white woman, way out of your league. Huh? That's like every Indian dude's fantasy. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right.
Not mine. I mean, I'm kind of into brown girls.
Yeah, no, me too, for sure. But nobody wants to see that, right?
Again, we see a performance here, and then all of a sudden everything changes.
Yeah.
There's one standout, and then everybody else is just kind of like the same
thing over and
stuff.
Oh my God, not the face, bro. Never the face.
Never the face. What's wrong with you, bro?
That's what I said.
Please tell me that you left your face out of them.
Oh my God, just means no, not the face.
Never the face.
Was your face on them? Oh no, not the face.
Don't say it.
Just 3 times is enough.
Today's inventory. Oh no, we just sold a laptop fitting that description not even an hour ago.
I feel like they use stereotypes to try and let people in on the joke instead of creating a unique joke.
कितने बजे तोड़ सेमिनार
5
5 आला देख 4 भी नहीं बजे थे उसका थोड़ी पाने नाल बेला वाला उसको अपने प्राउड नाल समझ it takes only 5 minutes
कितने बजे तेरी मीटिंग
10:30
आज तक 9 भी नहीं बजे आज तेरे पराठे पैक कीते पे
No, Mom, you take forever. Plus, I'm gonna be late.
5 मिनट सबर कर अजा सवेरे दे 9 भी नहीं बजे थे
What's the joke about it's barely 9 o'clock when it's already past
Indians are
9?
always late.
Go, please go.
There he is. Right on IST. It's Indian Standard Time. Bale, bale. Come on in.
And I don't understand what that
I was
means.
actually, so you know when you were saying I don't understand this joke about people not reading the time correctly, I was actually going to say the most common joke is that Indian people are always late because they run on IST, which is Indian Standard Time.
Yeah.
And so
here's the question.
literally the guy said that like 30 seconds later.
And so here's the thing. How old is that joke?
It's been around forever.
Yeah, so it's like someone coming in and saying, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
100%.
Or the power of Christ compels you.
100%.
Which is like literally a 60-year-old joke.
Yeah.
And so if you have people nominated for the best the best comedy, and they're using the same old tropes, at what point is this just lazy?
It is lazy, and this is the other thing. I think the way that they're trying to kind of market this is that people like you, who don't know that trope, may find it funny. And therefore they're like, this is us representing our funny to you.
Yeah.
But you guys didn't get the joke either. So you were like, I don't know why this is funny. Right? So it didn't work, to your point. It didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you think? Did you find it work? Did you find it was funny?
No! Every time I was like, oh, cool, that's what's happening. And that's why you're like, I'm confused. I'm like, right. Of course you would be confused.
Yeah,
it's not fucking funny.
So it's like, it's strangely pandering to a weird stereotype, but also not
That's the
not
thing.
funny to people in the community and not funny to people outside of the community because they don't understand the stereotype.
I could understand that they're also kind of poking fun at the culture, and I've seen other clips of the show. That's why I recognize that's something they definitely deliberately do. But then it's just confusing, I think, all over.
Yeah.
It's not clear how, like, what message are you pushing, so to speak? And I don't mean that in a, what are you socially doing for the culture? No, I don't. That's not what we're here for. It's comedy. We're here to laugh, right?
Yeah.
But it was a bit confusing on the receiving end. I was like, okay, cool. I appreciate everything you're doing. But I want to fucking laugh.
Nope.
A girl wants to see your dick that badly.
Yeah. Send you I've never in my life had a girl be like,
your
hey.
deadline is passed. I still need to see that cock.
It was already like this. But to guarantee a paycheck from Shazam, just remember one thing.
Not in front of the client. You can definitely get something off the invoice there.
Saggy pants. Not in front of the client. Hey, Ricky, client. Farting. Not in front of the client.
Did I say Bismillah before I ate that hot dog?
What's that?
What?
Oh, Office Movers.
Office Movers. Okay, so like, the joke of this show is that they're bad at moving office furniture.
Yep.
Wait! Do you fucking love that shit, bro? Oh my lord! I was dip! I'm Fred! Fuck! Oh shit, fuck! Okay. Fuck.
We watched an hour of people who are bad at moving a table. Then people screaming and yelling in the back. Like, we cut back to the house.
The family, Joby! I want you! Broski! Where you fucking gone, bro? I scream out the place, bro! Oh shit! You backed up! What the fuck is easy, bro!
And they're doing the same joke over and over and over again.
I saw it, man! Let me switch the drip on, and you're getting done up!
To the point where, like, I was even able to... It's like, oh, somebody's gonna punch through the wall. Hey, he's gonna punch through the wall.
Sure enough.
It happened.
Immediately, yeah.
Lowest common denominator. People swearing. People... one note.
I just want to create a safe space for you, just because it's an all-black cast. You're still allowed to not find it funny. You're allowed to critique it.
And it wasn't funny, and I don't think that. Yeah. I don't think it had anything to do with my identity at all.
You commented on it before.
Fucking funny. It was obnoxious. I like it.
I just recognized that you were completely quiet when we talked about Late Bloomer. That's why I'm like, I think I need to set the tone.
I just have nothing to add.
Nothing to say.
Yeah, it was loud. It was obnoxious. Definitely not shot well.
Plan, Dad, but I'm serious about this.
Shooting too wide.
Bank of Oxford is asking where the hell you guys are.
Sorry?
Yeah, we're on the
Shooting
highway.
too wide.
Yeah, sleepy.
Yes, that's the problem.
I'm not the guy who like whatever. It's comedy. You know, maybe they have a limited budget. They
Yeah.
They're
He's
shooting
that guy.
You know,
you don't have to be that guy.
They're shooting wide, which looks like shit. But a lot of comedies are shot wide.
Yeah.
But
these guys were YouTubers before. That's how they got their show.
Checks out.
They were famous on YouTube.
Teamed up with Brazzers and Pornhub to bring you something epic again. Brazzers porn stars read me comments on Pornhub. Part two. That's my line. Does that sound better for me? It's my line. Let's go.
On one hand, Eric Everhard looks like a douchebag. On the other hand, Eric Everhard looks like a douchebag.
And then somebody gave them a bunch of money, and they said, make a show. And this show was actually renewed for a second season. So this is the only...
I mean, if they have a following, then that's what it is, right?
But that's the thing. Like, but it reminds me of Lily Singh.
Yeah.
Like, Lily Singh made TV shows, or made YouTube videos for children, and then they gave her a late night show that children are not up to watch, and she tried to kind of pivot to a totally different audience, and couldn't really do it, and then her show got canceled.
Well, it's just
like, fuck.
It's a formula that never worked, which was the online person to television pipeline. It doesn't work. It doesn't work backwards. You know,
Wait,
it doesn't work that way.
What are we doing here? You told me this was gonna take me places.
Right.
But that's the thing. Like, this was some kind of trick that they've got a big online following, so you give them a TV show, and it doesn't work. People who watch, TikTok are not watching fucking CBC Gem. They're not.
And it's just a bunch of people swearing and yelling at each other, and
yeah, I felt like I lost IQ points watching that. Mad respect to everybody working. I'm so happy they're getting paid. Get your paper, but like that fucking sucked.
Maybe that can bring us to our last show. The last.
Yay!
Thankfully.
Please be white people.
Good morning, gang. Last night I did something I swore off years ago.
LSD, pegging, murder, carbs.
I looked up reviews of the store.
Oh, isn't this about that coupon not being honored? Is this about a customer complaining about a sprained wrist after an arm wrestle? Because he didn't call Uncle.
Ooh, is it the one titled An Inconvenient Boner? Because that could be about anybody.
I see white people.
You're like, this gonna be good.
Yes. One more time.
Yeah, which was canceled after its first season.
Why are you making us watch it then?
Because it's nominated for a Best Canadian Screen Award for Best Comedy.
Even though it's canceled?
Yep.
Maybe it was underappreciated, Brennan.
Explain what One More Time is like. We haven't explained what the last few have been, but what's One More Time?
One More Time is a show about a used sporting goods store.
Yeah.
Our main character, his name?
DJ Demare.
DJ Demare, okay.
Well, that's the actor's name.
Yeah, but he's DJ in the show.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't even know.
I was paying attention.
He's deaf.
He's hard of hearing,
I wouldn't, or he's hard of hearing.
I don't think he's like fully
hard of hearing.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't bring that up immediately, but the show seemed to want me to think that, wanted me to do that.
Yep.
Sorry, Synth. I have a hard time hearing when I'm talking. Em, you're on my right side. That's my bad ear.
Oh, right.
Or if you're behind me, because the mic's only face forward. As you all know, today isn't just any old Saturday. Oh, no. Today is our annual fundraiser where half our proceeds are donated back to the fine people of Corverton.
There was a lot of like, I can hear gags.
Great.
It's funny because you can't hear. You know? Yeah. Wow.
It's funny because she's clumsy too. Yeah, that's.
Hey! All right, well. Yoink!
Yoink.
How would I steal? Mine's a quality fire escape.
What?
Yeah. So
It was the entire show.
It felt like an infomercial.
You know I don't know sign language, right?
What? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just assumed.
Oh, no need to apologize. What I miss with my ears, I fill in with body language, lip reading, and context.
Because at like every 35 seconds, every 2.5 minutes, there would be like, oh, this is the device that I use for, you know, I lost the hearing in my other devices because I was dunked in water.
You always keep a second pair?
5-second delay before they come on.
Oh, of course. Right. You always keep a
And
second
a
pair?
little song. Do, 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 do. And we're back.
You always keep a second pair of hearing aids on you?
Of course.
Which is now we understand why they did that, because in the next scene they show his backup ones, which are different devices than he used previously. And he's like, yeah, these help me hear, and I genuinely don't remember how they were different.
Those new hearing aids, DJ?
No, very old, actually. Yeah, they weigh about 17 pounds a piece, and they make me look like a deaf transformer, but...
Oh my god.
I think you look great.
But it just kept feeling like an advertisement for, hey, deaf people are also people.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we knew that. Just show us a fucking funny show.
This is like a same broad, episodic workplace comedy. Oh, if we make this one show with this one location, it'll be cheap. You know? It'll be cheap. And so they made 13 episodes of that show for a season, and then it got canceled like that because nobody watched it. Like, we watched 2 episodes, and it's torture.
Yeah.
You got a lot of cojones showing up here today, hombre. Hi. Please enjoy the fare. The corn dogs are delicioso. Enjoy.
You got a lot of nerve pulling a stunt like this today.
Oh, it's today's a special day? Huh? A day you try to attract people to your rickety little hand-me-down store?
All right, cut the shit, Carlito. Let's settle this right now. Mano and mano.
Now you're speaking my language. Spanish.
Oh, is he Spanish? I'm sorry, I didn't get the context there. Oh my god. The cold opening for the second episode.
We're gonna let you start handling trade-ins like a big boy.
Really? Determining the value of the equipment we take in is a sacred duty. Used sports goods are the lifeblood of this store.
Oh, sounds like someone's been studying the employee handbook.
You're gonna do your first trade-in today, and the kid's excited. And then it's just like, what was yours like?
Never forget your first trade-in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like, straight out of 1999. Like, we remember. Wow, here we go. And then it cut back. It's just like, wow, that was so great. Can I see it again?
That was amazing. Tell it again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was even better the second time.
Back, the exact same thing again. Like, we set up an expectation, and there's no punchline. And then the guy says,
"You're leaving?"
This is something you must face alone.
Okay.
Also, I got killer gas, and you know we don't fart on the floor.
There's just no jokes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's the fascinating thing is this like, I've heard this thing when you're like pitching to TV shows in Canada. It's like, well, if you use the F word, you're going to lose 15 seconds of your show because you need to have a little bumper at the start saying, hey, there's foul language in the show. And in the second episode of the show, they use fuck for no reason.
I stood up. I asked my fellow passengers if anyone had seen anything. I pleaded. But no one so much as looked me in the eye. In fact, someone outright told me to shut the fuck up. I thought I'd never trust again.
I did notice when this I thought because I don't pay attention, I thought like, have they been saying fuck this whole time?
And it's just like, the whole thing is just like, this main guy, his whole deal is, he wants to be good. I want to be a good person and help out the community.
Give me those. My fellow Corvertonians, these skates mean something to someone. Search inside your hearts and imagine someone claiming something precious of yours. I implore you, speak truthfully. Is anyone here the actual owner of these skates? Shame on you. Shame on all of you.
Right? And like, we never see the town. We never see what he cares about. There's 2 locations in this show. The used sporting goods spot, and then the bar that they go to after the show.
It has to be the most unpleasant looking of all the shows, I think.
Hello, my dear. I'm looking for a pair of skates for my son.
Oh, no problem. What's his size?
13.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab them from the top shelf.
Okay.
All the way up there.
There's a really great way to do that visually.
Yeah.
Like, you show it up there, and you could show it with a wide-angle lens, and then you could show him looking up. 13, look up. Instead of, all the way up there, all the way up.
All the way up there.
All the way. Remember, we can't show this in the action lines in our script because nobody reads it. Fuck.
I mean, I get that it's a schleppy, shitty store, but like it really looks it just looks like awful to look at.
Yeah, everything's flat.
Yeah.
There's no contrast at all. I think the best looking was Don't Even.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
Easily.
100%.
Like, it was the best looking show.
Some interesting shots.
Yeah.
That one scene where they're kissing with the fog and all that.
Sure, that was like,
very lovely.
I feel like, oh, wow, okay, cool.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is, that's the problem. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with the production of a lot of these shows.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, it seems like the people don't know how to write jokes.
Oh, they belong to Maurice Richard. Legendary NHLer. Yeah, they're worth a lot of money. You want to give them a whiff? They smell like greatness. Word to the wise, though, greatness smells a lot like athlete's foot.
Yeah, tempting, but can't smell anything with my anosmia.
You're what, Mia?
Anosmia? Can't smell a damn thing.
Anosmia, eh? Mm-hmm. Can't believe I didn't know this about you.
It's not something I talk about very often. It's one of the least respected disabilities on the planet in a tight race with ADD.
Waiter?
I gotta go. Smell you later.
Yeah.
I hear what you did there.
If an ADD person had written the joke, it'd be funny. Fuck you.
And our idea about, the state of Canadian comedy?
Bleak.
Bleak.
I mean,
I think the comedy that's being rewarded is bleak. I do truly believe there are some incredible artists in Canada who need more exposure.
Oh, the talent is there.
Talent is there.
Yeah. The problem is that they don't get a shot.
Yeah.
Until they leave Canada.
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody if you want to make a show, you have to be friends with the right people.
There must be a positive spin here, or at least like a call to action or something, because we've just sat here for an hour, just like spitting bile,
spitting
at
vitriol.
Canadian
you guys know Catherine Ryan? She's a comedian.
No,
I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's Canadian,
yeah.
And she went to the UK and became huge. So I went to see her show a couple of years ago, and I was able to get a seat pretty close to the stage. So I actually spoke to her, and I said, if I want to get into stand-up, what advice would you have for me? And she was like, leave Canada. She's like, I don't know what the fuck it is. She's like, if I were still here, I would still be doing yucks in front of 50 people every other Friday and not be going anywhere in my career. She's like, I don't know what it is, but the moment you leave, people finally see your value, and you'll be able to make something.
Wow.
Of yourself.
In the UK.
She just said anywhere, go anywhere, because she works in the US as well, I think.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And I think there's something there. There is definitely something there. Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
I'm gonna make note of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So cool.
Cool.
There we go. That's the best that Canada has to offer.
Yeah. Thank you for wasting our time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've wasted our time and millions of dollars of Canadian taxpayer money as well. So
that's what hurts.
Because mine was totaled. Totaled? Were you plowed by a semi? Great, now I'm doing it.
I'll take that. Give me that freaking tenner, Mickey. Is this a robbery?
Hey, I've seen your videos. Pretty good stuff, man. Oh, thank you.
When you fucking with me, you fucking with the best. And ladies, come with me. Join me in the car, ladies.
I listen to you all the time. I don't hear you sometimes, but I always listen.
Just shut up.
Nobody even reviews these shows. There is no place online for many of these shows to find even one review. Millions of dollars spent. No one in the entire Canadian media landscape is even willing to write one review.
We are the first ones.
That's like, it's fascinating to me because I think everyone in the media knows these are terrible and they don't want to. They don't want to.
Something's afoot here, are they? Is it that unpopular that the internet hasn't seen a reaction to the show?
Yeah,
that's pretty wild.
Yeah, and it's just like, and the shows come and go, and like One More Time, I remember had like ads everywhere on the Toronto subway, and like I had not like barely anybody has seen it. Because and that's the problem too. Is this like I don't know the Canadian industry is just like nobody wants to say when something's terrible, and therefore we never learn. But like I can't imagine that somebody would read those scripts and say, "Yep, we need to make that." Like, are there any scripts of the ones tonight that you would read as a development executive and say? Yeah, we need that.
Bro, even as a friend, if my friend said this to me, I'd be like, yo, go rewrite this shit and make it funny.
Yeah, punch it up.
From that day forward, I vow to live my life with the same integrity as that sweet old lady in the subway. Which is why we have to track down the rightful owner of the story.
This is the best joke.
Sense of justice is refreshing.
Well, there we go. Keep an eye out for the Canadian Screen Awards. I'm fascinated to see which one will win.
Okay, you guys want to bet on who thinks who's going to win?
We should do that. Next episode, we do
okay. We show who wins?
Show who wins.
Okay, who do you think was going to win Best Canadian Screen Award for Comedy?
I want it to be Late Bloomer. I feel like it might be Office Movers.
Really?
Yeah.
Do a step back.
As I'm trying to play?
Do a step back. The fuck, man?
What makes you think that show will win over any of the other ones?
This might be controversial, but I think, rightfully so, I think there is a much larger wave of support for people in the industry who are black.
Okay.
And I think solely based on that, there might be a lot more support come out for that.
So people will vote for it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Despite it not being funny.
Yes. I mean, all of these shows made it despite it not being funny, so that's not even what I'm thinking as a criteria.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking in terms of what will win by the popular vote, and that might be it. I truly think the funniest one so far was Late Bloomer, but I think it's between this one and
The Office Movers?
No, I think it's between Office Movers and what do you call it? The second one that we watched.
Don't even.
Don't even.
That was my guess.
That's your guess?
Yeah. Don't even.
I want Late Bloomers to win, but I think
Don't Even deserves the award. To be honest, like that's
best made.
Fair enough. I mean,
it's the first episode and the second episode.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's the thing. We only watched
two
episodes, but then again, like, here's the thing: the Canadian Academy how they vote. Like, I was a voting member at one point. You get like 700 things to watch. They don't check to see if you've watched anything or anything like that. You can just vote for whoever you want.
Of course.
And I never voted for anyone because I never watched any of it. And I feel like most of it will just be like, we're voting for the people we know the most.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yeah. It's, who knows?
Yeah, right? And like, I think because Children Ruin Everything has done 4 seasons, they've made 50 episodes of that show. And it's the last season. They've finished making the show. They're not making it anymore. And it's the only show that we all 3 laughed at the same time. I would say my money's on Children Ruin Everything.
Really?
Yeah.
The pregnancy is going very well, and you wouldn't believe what I've been craving. Attention. Please. Bo dotes on me like I'm the center of the universe.
And I have heard good things about it.
That's the thing. Like, I've heard good things about it too, but watching 2 episodes of season 4 of the show, one would hope that.
Yeah. I didn't laugh once at the first episode at all.
No.
The second episode, it was one performance.
One performance. And you're just like, fuck.
Hey, Amagura's sick. I gotta pass.
Aren't you guys cousins?
Whoa! Just a second. Look at the editing on that thing. It's so weird.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now.
I gotta pass.
Aren't
Here.
you guys cousins?
See that?
Yeah.
That was morph cutted in Premiere. All right. Well, this is the first episode of Let's Watch Canadian. Elbows up.
Elbows up.
Elbows up.
Hosers.
Yeah, hosers. Elbows up, hosers. Yeah. These elbows are a little bruised after. I feel like it. Man. Ugh. Anyways, well, thanks for watching, guys.
Until next time.
Until we watch some.
Until we punish ourselves again.
Yeah.
Next time it will be good.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Sure.
We're only doing 3 shows.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're only doing 3 things next time.
Yeah.
This is a special Canadian Screen Awards first episode.
Fair. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. All right. I'll let you guys go home now.
Okay.